Saturday morning. It is December the 7th. I'm going to cover several things here. I'm going to show you the board here in a moment. But first, I wanted to have Ella up here for a little bit. I've had several people comment, "Where's Ella? Where's Teddy?" And Teddy's misbehaving right now. Of course, he's always a troublemaker. So I pulled Ella up here because she can be calming. She can have a calming effect on you. Jimmy, just look at the face. Just look at that, right? Yeah. You have a calming effect. You do. You do. How's your day? How's your day been? Yeah. You ready for more naps? You ready for more naps? No. Yeah. There's a lot of naps. Must be tough, huh? Got a tough life? All right. Time to go buy the Teddy song. You can go see what he's doing. Not really. Okay. We love him too, though. I know. All righty. Go mess with Teddy. Go mess with Teddy. There you go. All right. So here we go. Board. Board time. All right. Some things I'm going to cover. You can read that. Preemptive pardons. Been a lot of talk about that here recently, if you haven't heard yet. I'm going to give a Daniel Penny update. Spy drones increasing, even from yesterday. Prep item of the day. I actually have two small prep items of the day I'm going to share with you guys. And of course, a passage of the day, plus, I'm going to be part of a live on Sunday, tomorrow night, Sunday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Prepper Now's channel. We're going to have a little live. There's going to be, I believe, 4 or 5 of us on that panel. I believe it'll be a good show. Stay tuned or tune in if you have time. I need to make a community post also to remind folks and get that word out. I'll make, if I can remember, I'll do a community post maybe sometime today or in the morning. All right. There we go. There's a little glare because of the sun outside my window here. All right. First thing, also noticed, this was kind of amusing to me actually, but I saw this last night. MSNBC ratings have just went through the floor, y'all, since the election. And I mean, rightly so. Joy Reid, which I'm not sure whether there's any joy there, but Joy Reid's show has lost half her viewers since the election, y'all. And MSNBC as a whole, it's reported that they have lost 53% of their prime time viewership. Wow. That's significant. It's not surprising. I'm not heartbroken to hear that. I'm really not. I mean, I think the large, ginormous media things are becoming dinosaurs, and they're going to have to really work hard to keep relevant. I think it's more of the independent person, that increasingly we get our news from channels like this or other YouTube or other media sources, independent people, because it's more reliable. It's quicker. It's more streamlined, and typically, a lot of us have commentary with it, so you find somebody you prefer and you get your news that way, so it's ever evolving, Daniel Penny. Now, it sounds like he is one step closer to freedom, but he's not free yet. Because if you just look at the headlines, you would think the guy is exonerated and back home, but he's not home. Not yet, at least. Late yesterday, the word came out that a judge dismissed the top charge of manslaughter against him late yesterday. Now, he's a Marine veteran. He was charged with manslaughter for stepping in when a homeless vagrant was terrorizing, I guess you could say, or he was threatening to attack people on one of the subways in New York City. This is a while back. And he stepped in to protect these folks. And he grabbed the guy apparently and put him in like a chokehold, put him in a holds until the police could arrive. So the police arrived, took the guy because he was in, I guess they arrested him, I'm not sure. And but he later died because of that chokehold. So he was charged. This is New York City, remember. And they seem just bent on getting him on something, So I believe he was a hero. I mean, he saved these people. I mean, you hear about crime all the time on these subways. And so here's a guy that stepped in, when most everybody else is not going to do that. They're just going to watch or video it, even worse, or just do nothing and run away, But he steps in and protects the people. He should be given an award. He was, from all the evidence, it doesn't look like this guy had intentions of really harming this person. He was holding him for the police, which he did. Police came, took him. But anyway, yesterday he was dismissed for the big charge against him, manslaughter. Now there are lesser charges, and he has to face that next week. So he's not free yet. So I hope he does. He really gets freed. Totally. He should be totally exonerated. He should be paid back for lawyer fees. I can imagine what it's cost him. If I'm Trump, if he's charged on something, even these lesser fees, lesser charges, or whatever it is, if I'm Trump, I go in, I pardon him of everything. Pardon him. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, at least that the top charge is gone. But it's New York City, y'all. If I'm this guy, I would never step foot anywhere near New York City again. I wouldn't go there. Any large city, we want to avoid, really. I mean, it's sad to say. Don't even want to visit. And I know some of you guys here live. And I know at least several of you live in New York City that watch this channel. I mean, you have family there. You probably work there. You've been rooted there. I get it. I understand. But as somebody from the outside, I have no desire to go there. I really don't. We don't go to Atlanta, We don't go. We go to our usual places, closer by. Anyway, speaking of pardons, the pardon list, the Biden pardon list. There's a lot of talk, but there's talk of Biden is considering a preemptive pardon on some people. Now, I'm not a legal expert by any means, but I'm aware of presidents as they go out, especially pardoning people. And that happens. That's historic. That's what happens. But I've never heard of a preemptive pardon. Like, I'm going to pardon you for what may happen. Like, if somebody comes after you and charges you with something, I don't know if I've heard of that, or if that's even possible. Should it be legal? I don't know. I mean, chime in. I don't know the ins and outs of this, but it just doesn't sound right. A preemptive pardon. He's considering that for some folks who Trump may go after he gets in office, January 20th. So preemptive pardon. Some of the names listed were Adam Schiff, Liz Cheney, Anthony Fauci, old Tony. Oh yes. Kash Patel, baby, Kash Patel. Do your thing. But other people, it didn't really list any drug offenders, possibly. I'm sure there's going to be a list of people he's going to do this with. It didn't name him, but I tell you what, if I were, and if I'm Trump, I may go after some of these people. I think the main thing is trying to get the nation back on course and doing all you can for the people, we the people. Now, if I'm coming after somebody, one of the first ones that pop up on me are anybody that's the people who are responsible for this disaster at the borders, not just the southern, the northern too. that pops in my brain first. Other things, the terrible withdrawal from Afghanistan. I mean, nobody's even been fired for this stuff. Anybody responsible for the border thing, the thing back from a few years ago that's harming so many people now. Oh my gosh, Tony. Yeah, that one. This Alejandro Mayorkas character. What a joke. What a joke. And there's probably some others that I'm not even naming right now, or, what do you guys think? I mean, but I think number one, get the nation back on track. The border, the economy, the military, these wars, foreign policy. Talk to the leaders, the other leaders of this world. At least talk. It's not happening now. What else? Yeah, our health. We have issues here domestically. Anyway, okay, spy drones. I mentioned it in the last couple of videos, but even just since yesterday's video, I'm getting emails, I'm getting messages from you guys saying that you're seeing these in other states, not just New Jersey, not just the Northeast. I'm hearing them even in Georgia. I'm hearing about them in out west, Texas, and some other states. Again, I have not, and it's not like I've spent a lot of time, especially at night, looking up at the sky, but I have not noticed drones or anything weird here in our neck of North Georgia. Now, again, I maintain that around where I live, if they get a little low, they're probably going to have something coming at them out here. Now, I'm not saying I'm doing it, but some of the folks that live out here, they're probably gonna shoot at it. I'm just saying they will. They will. They may figure out a way to get tannerite up in there. I'm just saying. I really think it'll happen. If they maybe the drones know better than to come around here. I don't know. That could be interesting. That really could. Am I covering everything? Oh yeah, prep of the day. See, the board helps me keep on track here. Prep. I think I've mentioned these in the past, but it's been a while, and I get new people on the channel, which I appreciate. I usually show this more in the summer, but in the winter, it's just important too to keep hydrated. Liquid IV. And when I say prep, let me clarify. This is not just prep for the zombie apocalypse or a total breakdown. Those are not as likely. It's the likely things like personal SHTFs. Your staying hydrated, being prepared for just a power outage, even temporary. Or keeping our bodies more healthy. So liquid IV. Now there are cheaper alternatives to this. I've tried some. I've tried some of the Walmart. They taste horrible. These are at least tolerable for me, at least. Now, I like this flavor the best. Mrs. Dawg won't touch this stuff. Mrs. Dawg's like, Mrs. Dawg's like, no. That stuff tastes like colonoscopy prep. I don't think it's that bad. But you just put the pouch in the water, just like the picture shows it right there, in a bottle of water. And it does work fast, too. It really does. It will resurrect you, in a way. All right, so there's that. Also, this is simple, but check your stock of these and you just pick up an extra one or two. It's just something as simple as lighters. You just never know. They're just good to have. You just think about, I use these, not daily, but grilling on, barbecue on the grill, lighting a fire, the fireplace, fire outside, if you have gas or something, you might, propane, all kinds of lighters. Get some extra. They can come in handy. Good bartering item too, if things really go south. All right. I'll try to do more prep item stuff, especially when I do videos here at home. All right. I'm going to go to a passage. I covered part of this yesterday, but I don't believe I did a good job of it. I don't know. I'm just going to read more of it because I don't like just typically I don't just read one verse, and just say, have a good day. I just like to, I don't know, cover a little more thoroughly, but anyway, or just read more of it. So you get the impact of it. Going back to Luke chapter 21, in the part where signs of the end of the age. Some of his disciples were remarking about how the temple was adorned in beautiful stones with the gifts dedicated to God. But Jesus said, as for what you see here, the time will come when not one stone will be left on another. Every one of them will be thrown down. Teacher, they asked, when will these things happen? And what will be the sign that they are about to take place? He replied, watch out that you are not deceived, for many will come in my name, claiming I am he, and the time is near. Do not follow them. When you hear of wars and revolutions, do not be frightened. These things must happen first, but the end will not come right away. Then he said to them, nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be great earthquakes, famines, pestilences in various places, and fearful events and great signs from heaven. But before all this, they will lay hands on you and persecute you. They will deliver you to the synagogues and prisons, and you will be brought before kings and governors, and all on account of my name. This will result in your being witnesses to them. But make up your mind not to worry beforehand how you will defend yourself, for I will give you words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict. You will be betrayed even by parents, brothers, relatives, and friends, and they will put some of these of you to death. All men will hate you because of me, but not a hair of your head will perish. By standing firm, you will gain life. When you see Jerusalem being surrounded by armies, you will know that the desolation is near. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let those in the city get out, and let those in the country not enter the city, for this is a time of punishment and fulfillment of all that has been written. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. There will be great distress in the land and wrath against this people. They will fall by the sword and will be taken prisoners to all the nations. Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars. On the earth, nations will be in anguish and perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. Men will faint from terror, apprehensive of what is coming on the world, for the heavenly bodies will be shaken. At that time they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. When these things take place, stand up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. Amen. Amen. Don't know the day and hour exact, but we know we can notice signs. But let's always be ready, like I say, let's always be ready. And of course, stay close to Jesus. We're into a weekend. Let's be safe. Let's be careful out there. Go Dogs. Big game tonight. Big game. Go Dogs. All right. Take care out there. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.